Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Charlie Fibrosis, and today I'm doing a slight comparison slash contrast video, sort of, along with a bit of an overview regarding some of the technology that I have, and just kind of a little bit of an explanation as to some of the method of the madness that I have in terms of how I got everything set up. But without a doubt, looking to expand my horizons and kind of see and understand, okay, this is what can change for the better. So let me kind of give you a tiny bit of backstory. When I did my Saber Trio video a while back, my buds Will and Brian sat down, talked to me, and they said, "Man, you've got like a good amount of video recording and video equipment. Why in the world are you using that? And honestly, the way that you have your cameras and everything like that set up, it just looks ugly. What in the world are you using?" So here we go. Here's a little bit of the overview. So what I use on my computer is I have a Logitech C920 webcam set up. This currently, as to what you're seeing in OBS, which I'm using to record this, is the full entire scale. So this is uncropped, unedited, anything. There's nothing that has been changed here, minus the fact that I have the green screen filter on. No, it is off. Okay, I will have to turn that on though. So anyway, this is the entirety of everything. When I don't have the green screen up, this is everything that you can see. So you can see my microphone, you can see my headset, you thankfully cannot see my Oculus Rift cables, which are hidden just well enough. Well, no, actually, you can see them right up in the corner there. You can see the tubing for my nebulizer. You can see in the background my futon. You can see my DVDs, everything. You can see all that. Thankfully, some of the stuff you guys can't see. You guys can't see my printer. You guys can't see my phone. Thankfully, all that's out of the way. Now, there's a very specific reason why I don't use this particular setup. I have another version, as we switch to here. This is the cropped version. This is much smaller. You can only see now one of the binders here. You can only see a little bit of the edge of the most of my microphone here, but you cannot see my headset anywhere. You also can't see the Oculus Rift cables, and I will show you as to why I do this. There we go. Okay, so here you guys can see it. Here's the cropped green screen, and if we do this, you just need to throw the filter on. Filters, enable. There we go. There's a green screen. This is the last picture that I used from when I played the MLB The Show games. Here's the green screen background. You guys can't really see anything around it. It's perfect. So we go back to the uncropped version of the image, and there we go. You guys can see a lot more of the frame. You can see as we've gone off the edge of the green screen, you guys can see the mask, you can see some of the tubing, you can see the credential holder, and then, like I said, we just flip back to this one. There we go, a little bit more in center at the very least, and we don't really, all things considered, there is a slight bit of screen that is cut off here. That could definitely be adjusted if we just move the green screen over a little bit. But for the most part, you guys cannot see my background. So, the background of anything else. There we go. You can see all this. Now, as to why do I talk about this? So, what I'm about to pull up right now is going to be a live look at my Canon EOS M50. Now, I have to give credit. Canon did a great job. They released a piece of software, EOS Webcam Utility Beta version 0.9.0 for Windows. It was released on April 28th, 2020, and a lot of people were talking about this. So here we go. This is settings set up by my bud Will. They suggested to me. Here's the look at the camera and everything like that, and this is all how it's all set up. Now, you guys can see and hear what the audio is going on in terms of the microphone that I use for OBS. We're now going to go ahead and flip it over to the camera itself, and we'll talk there. Okay, so here we go. We are testing the camera without the microphone on top of it. We have everything set up. We've got the green screen up, and you guys can see a little bit of the stuff that's in the background, my hats, and everything else like that. So this is a test just with the camera. All right, here we go. We are testing with the microphone. All in all, it should sound much better. Probably not as good as the microphone that we have for the computer, but at least, at the very best chance, better. And that's how everything goes. So we're going to go ahead and switch to another camera that I have. Once again, this is the Canon EOS M50 that we are running with this particular test. Alright, and this is the Canon Vixia HF R8 HD video camera. This is a handy cam that I used for Indianapolis last year, and it's part of the reason why I went ahead and did get the M50. This is good for video recording at the very least, or decent enough as it is, but at the same time, it cannot do pictures. We are testing this with the onboard microphone. I will be clipping a lapel mic to my body here in just a moment. Alright, and this is a test of the Audio-Technica ATR 3350 is an omnidirectional microphone, a lapel microphone specifically. We will test this on the Canon EOS M50 as well, and we will flip the microphones that these cameras are using here in a minute. And this is a test with the Canon EOS M50 with the Audio-Technica lapel microphone. Alright guys, so that's a little bit enough on terms of video. We tested with the Logitech C920 cropped and uncropped. We tested with the Canon EOS M50. We tested with the Canon Vixia HFR 800. We also did a minor test and switched between the two. We tested both the M50 and the Vixia without a microphone. We then tested it with the shotgun mic, and then we tested it with the Audio-Technica lapel mic. So that is everything in terms of video. We've gone ahead and switched back to the Logitech C920 and are in crop mode again, and we are now going to talk about audio. Now, for some of you guys are probably wondering, wait a minute, you kind of just did audio a little bit. What is there more to talk about? That is this. So, the microphone that you guys are currently hearing me on is the Kit Clan BM-800. It's a condenser microphone. This is plugged into via an XLR cable into a mixer board, which is then run into my computer. I really haven't been able to figure out 100% the audio settings on the microphone and how to get everything to work perfectly. And how that interfaces with my computer, but I have it tuned enough where it works out decently well. And especially in using a microphone arm and a pop filter here, that definitely helps the situation a little bit more. What I have in my hand here, though, I picked up an Audio-Technica ATR 2100 UX USB microphone. Now, there's a very specific reason why I picked up this microphone. My buddy Will, who I mentioned earlier, has a microphone that's kind of similar to this. I believe it used micro USB as its connection style. And in regards to that, it also had connectivity via XLR. It also had a headphone jack so you can listen in on the audio that you are using, and then a dial switch to turn the audio up or down. I personally really liked it. I think it was in a silver color, which silver is not particularly my favorite color of technology. I personally like black, blends in more. It's just a much more neutral color. We do have a ball, not pop filter, but foam piece over top of this, so unfortunately it doesn't really have a pop filter to it. But I particularly like using this microphone. It's small, it's much easier to carry around. It would be good if I had my laptop with me and I needed to do an audio recording of whatever the case may be. And it's much better and easier to set up. I do have a little stand for it, and the big difference between these microphones is that this one, you more so are talking straight into it. More so on this one, though, with the Audio-Technica, you were talking into the top of it. Different styles of microphones, but I do like the XLR edition for this Audio-Technica. So you guys have heard me ramble on enough with the KitClan BM800 condenser microphone. I am going to go ahead and swap the Audio-Technica, and you guys can hear me how it sounds from there. Alright guys, so this is me using the Audio-Technica 2100 USB microphone. This is sitting about the same distance as the other microphone, more or less, maybe off by a couple of inches, but it's sitting on its stand on the desk. Audio is maxed out and we are connected via USB-C. Everything is set up and good to go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move the microphone into my hand and we can hear how it sounds from there. Alright, here we are. We're just freewheeling it. We're holding the microphone. We're just talking into it, like doing an interview or doing a talk and everything like that, and going on and just talking about things. So there we go. That's the end of this little portion with the mic handheld and moving and floating about. And that's it for that. And we'll switch back to the original microphone here in just one moment. Alright guys, we are back to the regular microphone, and that pretty much wraps up the video. This is a show off of the technology. So like I said, the items that we used was for the main mic is the KitClan BM800 condenser microphone. For the secondary microphone, we ran with the Audio-Technica ATR 2100X USB. Like I said, it's running through USB-C connection, but it does have the ability to plug into an XLR cable into the microphone. The third microphone that we used was the Audio-Technica ATR 3350. It is a condenser microphone sitting up here on my shirt. Alright, the other microphone that I did mean to talk about real quick, the shotgun microphone that we had sitting on top of the Canon EOS M50, and we tested with both Canon cameras, was the Comica video microphone model CVM VM102. And just going to show off the final items real quick to show what they look like at least. First off is the Canon Vixia HFR 800. This is the handy cam that I use for most of my walking about videos. Thus far, that is. This is what I used to shoot the Indianapolis race from 2019 with little blurbs about that. And then finally, to show this off, and like I said, we will have a full review of this particular device coming up as I learn to use it a little bit more. We have the Canon EOS M50. This is the mirrorless DSLR camera that I have been trying to learn more and more about and learn how to use more and get better with, which we will have a full review on this at a later date as I learn more and more about it. But that was the other piece of video that you were seeing. And as always, the Logitech C920, that's what we have been using to film most of this, minus for the events where we were using something different. So that is it, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you guys next time.